Hi, ladies. Thank you for being here. I am self love coach Katrina Hayes. I help women see the light in themselves, and as a result, they become more confident, learn the power of their voices, and grow boldly in self love. Today, my topic is wellness, and I'm going to do something a little bit different. Usually, you will hear the topic, then a story, and then the takeaways. But today I am going to tell you a story. I am then going to provide the title/topic. Then I'll give you some takeaways. So today I would like to share a story from a book. It is actually from my journal entry in 2020, the year that changed America, out at Amazon. And the piece is called Faith, Hope, Action. On March 17th, 2017, I wrote to Kevin Powell. It went something like this. The subject was, "You can't take the girl out of Brooklyn." Hello there, Kevin. Thank you for evolving from a boy to a man and seeing the importance of supporting issues that affect sisters. A very smart man once told me, one of the true measures of a man is one who will genuinely serve the community. A few things about me. I was born in Brooklyn. I have been honored as a Girls Inc. of New York City Volunteer of the Year. I have done speeches on autism advocacy. I have earned a master's degree in medical biology. I have a fully stocked bookshelf. I know my rights. But despite all of this, I have still been treated like an outcast, ignored when I have asked for help, looked over as if Black lives don't matter to them, or sometimes to my own people. So what haven't I done? I haven't told my experience of illegal injustice to those it would benefit. In 2016, after my son was abused and deprived of an appropriate education, the school district set up a mock hearing. After they were notified of the abuse, the hearing was moved from a courthouse to a garage-sized community college room. The attendees thought I was coming alone. The attendees had 4 bailiffs in the room on the left side of me. Most of the evidence was purposely left out. The rest of the evidence wasn't even considered. I was threatened with being arrested for advocating for the rights of my son. No appeal rights were given that day, but I appealed anyway. On every level, evidence wasn't considered, a hearing was denied, and appeal rights were not provided, or in the case of the state level appeal, were insufficiently given. In the beginning, I felt diminished, but then I realized the pathology that went into these actions were only in the adversary's brain. Unlike Sandra Bland, I'm still alive. My adversary's greatest hope is for you to ignore this email. Tons of respect and appreciation, Katrina Hayes, but you can't take the Brooklyn out of the girl. So now that you have heard my story, I would like to share my title with you. And my title is, How Do You Outlast a Storm? Today, I would like to share 4 areas of concentration for you to focus on when you are going through a storm. Those 4 areas are physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual. I'll start off with mental. When you are going through a storm, things are really cloudy. It's hard to find balance. We are in our heads a lot. And there are certain things we can do to get out of that mindset. And one of those things could be as simple as reading. Reading has a way of taking us out of our headspace. Reading also has a way of giving us insights. Reading has a way of getting us to explore new opportunities that we hadn't even thought about. There are 3 books that I recommend when you are going through a storm, and the first one is Living Successfully with Screwed Up People by Elizabeth Brown. The other one is How to Survive Change You Didn't Ask For by M.J. Ryan. And the next one is one I read recently and has just come out, and it's by Sarah Jakes Roberts, Woman Evolve. Some other things that you can do under the mental area is trying new things. When we are in a funk, it's hard to see on the other side, and we may become stuck in a routine. It may be a routine that is not even working. So I suggest trying something new, going to a new place, trying a new dish for dinner, something to break up that monotony. Things like taking a course could be something to get you out of that headspace of strife. The next area of focus is spiritual. Excuse me. And what I recommend in the spiritual area is meditation. Meditation does so good with bringing us present, giving us clarity, giving us peace of mind, so that we can tackle the things that we need to handle during our day. Deepak Chopra has a wonderful meditation out right now. He usually does it with Oprah. This time he is doing it with a singer called Alicia Keys, and I highly recommend it. It is about the divine feminine, and it is just check it out. It's 21 days, it's free, it's amazing. Other things you can do under the spiritual area is finding like-minded people to be around, finding a spiritual tribe. I am currently in Eckhart Tolle's School of Awakening, and there are times where we are in community with the other attendees, just learning about each other and getting to know one another, and it's a pretty awesome experience. It helps you to feel like you are when you are pursuing something with like-minded people, you can never feel alone. And sometimes we tend to feel like we are the only people that are going through things when we're going through a storm. Also for the spiritual area, I would say there's always something to be, and I put gratitude under spiritual, because gratitude is of a higher frequency. And so if you could find something to be grateful for, that'll help you get through your storm. The next area would be emotional. And with emotional, the tools that I recommend are journaling. Journaling is good to get our thoughts out of our head and onto paper. I recommend for my coaching clients to write, and when they write, you have the option of crumbling up and throwing it away, or writing what you need to write down and burning it. I let them know that it is advised that they not reread it, because they're getting that out of their system. And the last thing I want them to do is to put that back into their space. So journaling is really good for purging the mind and getting to some peace of mind. Also, affirmations work. Tell yourself things like, I can handle this. I am wise. I am love. I am light. Sometimes you may need to encourage yourself when you're going through a storm to help you be able to see to the other side. And lastly, watch a funny movie. When you are in a challenging time in life, we tend to feel irritated, angry, and the last thing you may want to do is laugh. It may be the best thing you need, though, to get you out of your current situation. And so the last and final area that I recommend that you focus on is physical. And with physical, when we are in a challenging time in life, our bodies are tense. We tend to store, especially women tend to store that energy in their bodies. And something as simple as a 30-minute walk, bonus points if you can get it done in nature. But just walking 30 minutes to get those endorphins flowing, so that you are being proactive about feeling better. Things such as, you can find a dance routine. Dance movements have a way of facilitating the healing process in women. There are many, many different dance workouts that can be found online. I highly recommend that. And lastly, in the physical realm, is to something as simple as drinking water. Water is a very pure, and it's one of the best things that you can give you feed your body. In those challenging times in life, we tend to, the things that we usually provide our bodies, we don't, and water is one of those things. So I hope this helps. These are ways that got me through my storm. In the journal entry that I read earlier, these other ways that helped me get to the other side of that storm. So once again, I hope this helps. And if you would like to connect with me or vibe with me, I can be found at www.coachingwithkatrina.com. I am also Self-Love Coach Katrina on Facebook. And thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.